Right, so this video is about how to use your resources that you already have, and I'm guessing most likely in Microsoft, and how you can convert those and use them in Google and in Google Classroom. So I'll be honest with you, I've just downloaded this document. I don't tend to use Microsoft in my teaching unless I'm actually teaching Microsoft. So I've got a peer assessment document which I'll open so you can see. Now, it's a really good peer assessment document. I didn't make it. It's a RAG rated one, you can see. Now this looks like it's been designed by somebody who's been nice enough to share it. And it looks like it's been designed for print, to be honest with you. So why I'm saying that is there's lines on here so that a student can fill in their name. If you printed it, you can see that they can fill their names in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert this to a Google Docs, so that rather than having to print it or share it traditionally over an email or whatever, we can do things a little bit smarter. So I'm going to close it off for now, we don't need it. We're going to navigate to Google Drive. So if you can't remember how to do that or you're not too sure, if I just go back to Google, I am logged in. You can see I'm logged in. And if I click on the grid, I can click on Drive, and that's your storage space, that's your cloud storage space. And I'm going to create a new folder, so you can right click, or you can select, or you can press create a new folder, just for a bit of housekeeping. I'm going to call this folder demo. This is entirely up to you how you manage your files, but I do recommend you have some sort of structure. I'm going to click on demo, and in demo I could either create a new Google Docs and reinvent the wheel, or literally what we can do is, if we just drag this document from your computer into the area that you'd like it to go, you can see there, before I've even maximised the screen, it's already uploaded. Now we can do that with entire folders or individual documents, it's entirely up to you. Now Google and Microsoft are compatible with each other. So if I open this document now, you can see that we've got a preview, and it is a .docx, which is a Microsoft document. We can actually edit this document, so what I'm going to do is open with Google Docs, or I can do it by right clicking and saying open with Google Docs. You can also see down here it's got some suggested apps, and I've connected those apps from the Chrome store, the Google Chrome store, but I'm going to go by default Google Docs, and that's opening in the Google Doc environment. And what you can actually do is edit this document. So this is a live, there's a live edit editing suite, but you can still see at the top here it says .google.x, so you can actually make edits now and then save it back in its original file format. However, I don't tend to do that. What I would suggest you do is click on File and then say make, Save as Google Docs. So if I save as Google Docs, what you can see here is opens in a new tab. So rather than it being a Microsoft document, it now becomes a Google document, which you can still download and you can open in Microsoft if you so wish. If I go back to the drive, you should see here now the one with the W is the Word document, which is this one, and the one without the W is the Google Docs document, which is that one. So I'm actually going to close the the Microsoft document and delete it by selecting it, and you can right click, or you can press remove, or you can press delete on the keyboard, which I tend to do. So now it was as easy as that, to be fair. But what I'm going to do, if I was going to share this in Google Classroom and a student was to type a name in, you can see that it spoils things. So we actually don't need peer assessment of, so we can just leave a space there. You might even just peer assessment of and peer assessment by. So you could type in, you could say a comment, put your name here, subject, delete that, space, you could put a comment, subject goes here. It's entirely up to you how you administrate this, But this then becomes a live document, and students, when you share it, they can edit it, they could delete it, they could do what they want with it really. But this is just a relatively quick video on how you can take all of your resources that you already have and make them friendly for the Google Classroom environment.